What's up, everybody? Driving to work, and I thought it would be a good time for one more driving thought. No, I haven't done this in a while. I'm here today to talk about not movies, TV shows, video games, comic books, any of that stuff, but I'm here to talk about the World Cup. Uh, I am a soccer, football fan. I have loved it for years now. I mean, I didn't grow up loving it. It was the 2018 World Cup that I'm like, I should just watch this. I should give it a shot. I watched a few games here and there. I watched the final. It was a really good time. And then 2022 World Cup, I got super into it. I really started following Brazil. I love Brazil. It's a great team. They didn't win it, obviously. Argentina took it that year. But I got really, really into it. I had a good time. I loved watching the USA, even though they're not that great. But they're there, and that's something. And then this year we're actually hosting it. We're one of 3 host countries, which is awesome. We're doing a. I'm gonna go with I'll be generous and say fucking horrible job being welcoming to other nations. But I'm really hoping that that World Cup magic will kick in at some point, and people will just enjoy the love of the game. I don't know if that's possible, given the bullshit that our country will continue to do. But I'll be hopeful that it's the World Cup. This is that one time a year or one time a 4 year that you can let shit go and just enjoy being humans on this planet kicking a ball. And it's awesome. And real rivalries happen, and that's great. Young players become stars become retired. It's just, there's something magical about World Cup games, and it's a bummer that it's happening in this political climate. Very, very, very not pleasant to see. But at the same time, I'm hoping that once those players hit the pitch, it's gonna be awesome. I'm rocking the black and gold today because I don't have a jersey for South Korea, but I do love Son. He plays for us at LAFC and MLS, which is awesome. Getting to see him play is something else. So today I am rooting for South Korea in their opening match tonight. Hoping they do really good. Hoping Son gets 100 times the amount of goals that he's gotten for LAFC for this year. It'd be nice for him to score 1 for LAFC in MLS. He has done it in other tournaments, but in MLS this year he's been goalless, which has been not fun to watch. But he is still fun to watch. He's still I think he's either leading or he's in second for assists in the league. So it's not like he's a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. He's still Son, and he's still awesome. I just want to see him score some goals. And I think I'm going to be able to do that in the World Cup. I think watching Son score goals is an accomplishable goal. That's a goal too many times. In World Cup viewing, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see Neymar. Neymar has a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a flopper. If you look up the very infamous Neymar roll, it's pretty funny. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but man, I have a feeling like in some alternate universe he's still just rolling away, and it's pretty great. Always excited to see Messi as an MLS fan, which I know is weird for most football fans to actually be a fan of MLS, but there's a lot of us out there. MLS is great. But as an MLS fan, it's tough to be a fan of Messi, but you gotta let that go during the World Cup and realize that Messi is one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. And getting to watch him play in another World Cup is pretty awesome. Will Argentina take it? I don't know. They have a really, really good team. I'm still feeling like it's going to be France. Not that I'm super for France. I'm more for Brazil. I think Brazil could do it. A bit of a dark horse, but I think they could do it. I don't think the U.S. is going to do it, but the U.S. could at least make it out of the group stage and even a little bit into the knockout round, which would be that would be cool to see. I'm still a little salty, but not having Luna. I would love to see Luna play. To kind of wrap this thing up and finish my thoughts on it, I just want to say, if you are one of those Americans who, much like myself circa 2017, haven't really given football, soccer much of a shot, the World Cup is the time to do it. If you really have like a even surface level interest, this is the time to really take a look and go, oh wow, like there is something to this. You will see more emotion, more skill, more passion, more anything on that pitch than you will in most of the regular season. You know, Premier League finals, you might get pretty amazing. Yeah, anyhow. So if you have not been into soccer or football, World Cup is the time to tune in. You know, spend a little cash on, you know, some streaming app, or borrow with buddies, or go to a friend's house, or go to any bar, and just watch a few games. Give it a shot. And you're going to see some stuff that, like, if you're like a, you know, scratch that from the record, American football fan, you are going to get annoyed at some stuff for sure, specifically flopping. The flop is it's annoying for first timers, but you know, it's also one of those things where, like, you can be real sneaky with fouls in soccer, and if you want the ref to see it, you kind of have to shine it on a little bit. And I say a little bit, you know, see my comment earlier about Neymar rolling what? But watch a few games, give it a chance, and you might find something that you legitimately enjoy. I mean, there is a reason why it is the number one sport in the world. And, like, for example, I was talking to my kid. I took my kid and one of his buddies to go see Master of the Universe this past week. Which, awesome movie, by the way. Check it out. And at the end, they're talking about it because my son's very excited about the World Cup. His buddy was not. And he was like, yeah, but you know, soccer, it's like not a big deal. Like, nobody really cares that much about soccer. Football's way bigger. And I had to be like, dudes, it's not even comparable. The level of interest in, you know, actual football versus American football. And I even gave him the numbers. I'm like, 200 million people watched the Super Bowl. 700 million people watched an Arsenal-Man City game. 700 million. Good Lord. For, you know, 90 minutes of kickball at square, or sorry, rectangle. It's just bananas. But, like, that's that level of passion. That is that sport. That is that unifying thing that is football. And take it from this guy who knows next to nothing about stats. I'm going to get names wrong. I'm going to get teams wrong. I'm going to get all of it wrong. But even if somebody at my level of fandom were like, I might not know the specifics. I know the rules. I know how to play the game, but I'm going to lose it on the stats. I'm going to lose it on this. I'm going to lose it on who scored the goal for which team and which leg. That stuff doesn't matter to me because I'm just there for the actual love of the game. And not saying that people who are into that stuff aren't. They probably are more so than me. But my point is that somebody who has my level of understanding of players and countries and rivalries and all that sort of stuff can still be as excited as I am. You can too. So, happy World Cup to everybody. Let's hope that the temperature of our world cools down a little bit, and particularly my country stops being such a bag of shit. And not that the USA is a bag of shit, just the current administration. And yeah, that's it. I love football. I love soccer. I'm okay with American football. Fucking Bears talking about Hammond, Indiana bullshit.